Yeah, I have a union mandated break that I'm taking right now. And it's still for 2 minutes, so I'm not doing anything for 2 minutes.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I can't. It's union. I have no control over the situation.
Well, the pre-show has officially started, and I can't believe it's already freaking July 24th. Gosh, this month has gone by fast. That's good and bad. So yeah, July 24th, 2014. This is Horseplay Live Uncut. It's a pre-show. The title of this episode is A Terrible Destiny or Happy Days. Maybe not.
Can we say terrible destiny or happy endings?
I was thinking about that, but I mean, you could do that on the Sunday dose, but we have a pretty diverse audience here. I don't want to offend the women. Most people have a good
They
sense of
love
humor.
happy endings too.
Yeah, everybody likes a happy ending, you know. But I don't want people to think we're a broadcast or anything.
Well, let me know when you're ready for me to turn it on.
Oh, officially,
Mm-hmm.
we still got a good 2 or 3 minutes.
Oh, never mind. I got a 1 minute mandated break yet from the union.
Ah, yes.
We're forced to take our full breaks.
Catharden's like, why? What? Why what? Don't forget, for those of you in the chat, make sure you enter the giveaway. We added a second prize.
Mm.
The one lucky winner will get two prizes.
What? How can I enter?
You go to geekyantics.net/giveaways.
I can enter too.
You, I don't know.
Or oh, how about this?
You can
My
enter, but
son can enter, Yogi.
but you can't win.
I know
Yeah,
I can't, but my wife can.
I guess we can make an exception there. I was hoping we'd have a lot more entries. We only have around 200. I was hoping we'd be like at 500, 600 by now. So we'll probably hold off on the giveaways for a little bit. Make people foam at the mouth. I mean, this one's been running for almost a whole month. All right, so we're about ready to get started here.
Mm-hmm.
All right, muting the mic. Starting the
Mm-hmm.
music shortly.
All right, I'm starting. Dude, that was a pretty rocky start to the music, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Welcome back, geeks and gamers, to Horseplay Live. This is Horseplay Live. Hi. Today is July 24th, 2014. This is episode 32, titled A Terrible Destiny or Happy Days. Which one would you rather have? That's not even a question to answer. I'm joined by, as always, by that my favorite bear lizard right next to me, Yogi Zilla. What's up, big boy?
What's up?
Is your wife pregnant yet?
What? No more. We're done. We're good.
Get the snips, huh?
But yeah, everything's covered. No more armies. Now it's just grandchildren and pets. We'll
Here
eventually
before
be,
long. It's gonna be great grandchildren here before long, right? You
yeah,
got a 21-year-old, don't you?
at the rate kids go these days, you know. Kids having kids. It's a pretty scary world, man.
Well, you can be thankful though. Does your daughter have any kids?
Yes.
Okay. Well, she's still. I mean, what she got? One, two, three, 10. How many grandbabies you got?
Two, one each for now.
22. That's it. That's amazing.
What?
If you are new to horseplay, what's up, guys? Horseplay Live is where geek. It's where you guys come to play. Sorry, dude. That was just a terrible joke, wasn't it? We are an interactive show that covers all facets of geek culture and special focuses on indie games, strategy games, and technologies. Of course, we rant like crazy all the time in our community events that we do over at Geeky Antics. So we broadcast every Thursday, 11 p.m. Eastern Time on Twitch channels, Geeky Antics, which is right here, and then YogiZilla actually simulcasts on his channel. If you guys do want to check out both channels at the same time, you guys can. We'd love to have you. You guys can go to multi-Twitch. You go to multitwitch.com/YogiZilla/Geeky Antics, and you'll see both streams at the same time. You'll have both chats and everything. It's really nice. So, but you guys make sure that you guys hit us up. Tonight on the show, we do have some good news.
And bad news.
And bad news. I didn't want to say that. I knew there was bad news too, but even though you didn't write it, I still didn't want to say it. Because really, bad news is not even worth mentioning most of the time.
Yes.
Am I wrong?
I mean, it's all a matter of perspective. And yes, for everybody that's curious, my computer is dying. I don't know what's going on. So if I disappear, I'll have a robot stand in for me.
Okay, everybody that does want to help Yogi out, though, we'll get this out. Donate a few dollars to him so he can get some new computer parts. We can't lose Yogi and Geeky Antics. Just cannot happen. It cannot happen, guys. But we are going to get right into the news. Dude, I did it. I played it. Wife played it. Fifi played it. Dude, it was awesome.
Yeah, we're gonna get into the impressions of what we felt about it, but yeah, I agree. But not everybody welcomed Crystal Max Ramus like we did. But yeah, it's out. You know, just like as we called, they kind of just snuck it up on us. Like the day before, they're like, "Oh, Crystal Max Ramus will be released within a few hours." A few hours ended up being like 13 hours, and it still wasn't out. Then it finally released, and there were all kinds of issues with the patches not going through, and then it was lagging and dropping connections, and people were getting upset because, like, hey, I see people streaming it, but I can't get on. So those streamers were very lucky because for a good 3 hours or so, they had a captive audience because they were the only ones that could get into the game and stream it.
Right. Oh, man, chat is blowing off the hook right now. Do you want to give big shout-outs to Bear Zerky? Welcome back. Carthadin. Spathzilla, hey man, what's going on? Cupcake Queen 64, what's going on? And they're talking about when are we going to get Horseplay T-shirts?
Yeah, Stan is really big on the branding stuff, and he's been like talking about that we should do coffee mugs, hoodies, and baseball caps and T-shirts. You know.
All right, let's just say this because I don't want to give any spoilers. Let's just say this. They're coming. Okay, that's it. That's all we're going to say. When they are here, we'll let you know. Okay. Obi has went outside the box and done something for himself. So I'll probably get yelled at after the show for it, but it's all good. Yes, if we will give those out when we get Horseplay T-shirts, if we do get them. We got some Geeky Antics T-shirts coming, and then there's a few of them. Yeah, I was a surprise. But surprise, you're like, wait, what? No, I've been talking to a guy that been friends with for a long time, and he does that kind of thing on hats and shirts, and gonna get me a really good price just for it's a couple words. I mean, 1,000 shirts isn't, but not very much. So we'll see how it goes. But anyway, you ready for it?
What?
What? The
Go ahead.
obligatory news.
Oh!
The obligatory news. Dude, I'm just gonna start doing it and just cut you off guard. Straight up, I'm just gonna do it. What's going on, man? We got Hearthstone Curse of Naxxramas. It's here. Go get some. I want your first thoughts on it, Yogi, because you basically yelled at me for the whole week. Well, you still haven't tried it. Well, has your wife played it? Because I know you don't care, Obi. How are you liking it? How was the first wing for you?
Well, we'll get into that. We have a whole segment, a little quickie for it before we get into it. I'm gonna try to contain my excitement.
Damn.
Don't try to bait me. I'm not going to the rape bush.
I've been baiting very well today, actually.
Yeah, I warded and I saw what you were doing.
I baited a Bosco 6 times.
See, that's the problem, though. You baited Basco. You may catch him, but then he's still like, whatever, I don't care. I'm Basco.
Yeah, but it was a bait. He thinks I was by myself and the whole team was in the bush. Come on, dude. I'll fight you. 1v1 me, bro. With backup.
I've seen Bascos running away from rape bush. Like, all right. I'm done.
Because they know. They know. I'm Basco and I'm strong as hell, but they know it's rape bush for a reason.
Yeah, but Basco and Renzo, they can freaking survive so many things. It's BS sometimes.
You hear a lot of dirty screams coming from that bush.
Smack him up. Nah, the rape bush.
But we will, fun. Exactly. I'm derailing us, man, and I'm sorry. We will give our impressions shortly. We're going to do a quickie out here in a moment, but don't forget to sign on and claim your free Arachnid quarter. Okay, guys, you got to do it now. You have to do it during the launch event. After about a month or so, it's going to cost. You don't get it for free anymore. You have to get it right now, or you're not going to get it. On the other hand, all the quarters do only cost $20 when they, you can. I think you can pay it, and then once they come out, you automatically get it, right?
Yeah, with the season pass, it comes out to 2,400 gold or $20, $19.99 US dollars.
Right. So and there's 5 wings. Okay. So I mean, it's like $4 a wing, so it's not really bad. But why not get one for free? It's the same. So, but we'll get more into that here in a minute. Battleborn is being teased more and more. Yo, what do you heard about that?
So yeah, like after we had Chris and Caleb.
Like,
oh yeah, it was really good coffee. It's very nice, man. Doctor Who mug.
Very nice.
That's sorry this disappeared because it's not hot anymore, but it's supposed to pop up there. But yeah, Chris was talking about it, and I was thinking about a completely different game. Now I remember what he was talking about. They just had a trailer come out for this, and they put a lot of work into the trailer. Of course, like I think it's the hip thing to do right now in the gaming industry is not show any gameplay, but some of this stuff looked like it could be in-engine renders, so it looks very intriguing. It's a MOBA, but it looks like it's more 3D MMORPG style kind of graphics, like a Smite maybe. And it looks like you might have the option to go that behind the back third person view or go first person view, and it's gonna be a lot more action oriented. I mean, the trailer looks really intense, and the classes that they did show off there, if they're actual characters, then they have some legit powers. Like, and from when they made it seem like when you have battles, like the creeps are gonna be huge hordes. And you might have to defend against them and really work together, like some crazy stuff. It looks like it's going to be pretty epic. So, in retrospect...
That's just another game to learn to play. I'm not getting it. Nope. You guys want me to play Dawn Gate, and I'm liking Dawn Gate, by the way. If you guys want me to play Dawn Gate, I'm not playing anything else. Because we're going to go for it. We're going to get a team. I've already talked to Eric about it. We're gonna get a team, and when these babies go live in esports, we're gonna be one of the first teams on the game. Let's do it, Yoke.
Yeah, I mean, I treat every MOBA as like its own distinct thing. I don't worry about learning the champions inside out. Like, to me, I think the biggest issue is just learning the core mechanics. But then after that, it's not that big of a deal to me. I mean, it's the learning the champions, the characters is kind of like an ongoing thing. So that's
Not
how I
that
look
hard
at
though.
it. Yeah, it's not that hard. Like, you're always gonna be learning little nuances with each character. So I don't worry about that. Like I even want to start playing some more Dota 2. So I think they could
What?
all coexist. You know. But Battleborn, I think, might be the game that really starts opening up MOBAs to the console gamers. Because Guardians of Middle Earth, like I said before, could have been that, but unfortunately, it's so buggy, and they're not really giving that game the treatment that it deserves. Because it's a really, like, as far as the mechanics and the characters they have in there, there's some really unique stuff in it that really makes it stand out. And it's one of the few good MOBAs I could think of that's has complete directional control, so not click to move. It's all real time action, which is good and bad because that also introduces some lag issues because all that constant feedback, all that constant input. But it's just so good. It's so much fun. Boop. We're getting back to the MOBAs or poop. And Battleborn looks like it's gonna be a lot more action oriented. It's gonna play a lot more like an FPS maybe. I think people are gonna enjoy it because of that, and they're gonna disguise it enough that people will make the connection to it being like a League of Legends type game. Watch, it's gonna come out. People are gonna love it. The same people say MOBAs are poop, but they don't want to call it a MOBA either. But I'm like, wait, you have to defend objectives and take objectives, and then there's hordes of minions that come that you have to kill, and you have to work together as a team, and there's PvP. That sounds like a MOBA to me. Like, you could also say it sounds like an MMORPG, but Stan is teaming up too.
Stan, you're on our side.
No, Stan just has this pipe dream about MMORPGs, making the perfect MMORPG that's like super immersive and social. It's like, like MMORPG is just like, no, I won't get back into it. I'm sorry.
I don't think we should right now, because we can't go off. And before we get into the Twitch, the Steam updates, I do have something some part of news that I just found out about 2 seconds ago. Twitch is going to have a new app, and it's basically it's a users, like you can view and mainstream somebody else's stream on your stream. It's like a buddy system. New. It's new at Twitch. I'll actually get it up here, and I'll talk about it after the Steam client stuff. But I think it's going to be good because I mean then we can with what we're starting to try with Geeky Antics, I mean I think it'd be really good.
Yeah, I think
We can just mainstream other people's streams that are part of the game.
Yeah, I think it's smart. Any good social media platform needs a way to curate other people's content. So we're gonna get into that because that's part of another bigger news item we're gonna get into shortly. But yeah, Battleborn, that looks promising. I don't know if it's gonna be console only, but it's definitely gonna be console first. So we'll see. And also, for those that care, and I know it's a good amount of people that care, I personally don't care. I don't know how you feel about it, but the Destiny beta is going to be available to Xbox gamers now. And yeah. From what I've heard of Destiny, it looks cool, and what I've heard sounds cool, and I've seen the gameplay. Yeah, cool beans, But it's just, to me, it just looks kind of like a pseudo MMORPG. It's like Borderlands kind of game, but without the cell shading. But it's still, it's after everything's said and done, it's just a shooter with persistent classes, and leveling up type stuff and whatnot. Oh yeah, here we go. Yeah, we're everybody's bracing themselves for the real discussion, and I'm not taking. Stan's trying to bait me into the MMO RPG debate, but I'm
You
not gonna
know he
give it.
is. He does it every day.
I know he's trying to, and I stand firm by what I said. But
Yes, Dan.
but yeah, so yeah, the big news. This is not dance around it anymore. The Google acquisition we've been bracing ourselves for a long time, really. It's been confirmed. It's a done deal. It is happening. So people are saying it was a $1 billion deal. Actually, that's incorrect. The actual amount of money that was actually exchanged was not disclosed. No one has that information. So anyone that is spreading that, they're full of poop. Google had made a cash only bid for $1 billion, which is insane. A freaking billion, like it's pocket change. you
To
know?
Google it is now.
Yeah, I mean it's crazy. And some people saying that it was probably around a 1.67 billion dollar deal or whatever, with all the things, all the assets and stuff that was exchanged, whatever. But it doesn't matter. The point is that this is what we do to call back. Is this a terrible destiny? Is it terrible fate or are happy days ahead? I have mixed feelings about it. I know you did too, Obi, and everybody's kind of had the same kind of feelings. Like Google has the resources to do great things with Twitch, but then again, they haven't done it with YouTube.
But they need to leave it the fuck alone.
Yeah, they do. Just like
If they don't, we're fucked. We're gonna have
give
to go
it.
to a new streaming platform and everything.
Yeah, and we have contingency plans ahead. The way we built the network, it's not platform dependent. So if they really
Oh
screw
no,
up Twitch, whatever.
we don't have to be video. We're video because that's what I do. I mean, everything that we do and when we rebroadcast anything on all games, on Stitcher, on iTunes, it's all audio. So if we have to go straight audio, it would suck for, in-game stuff, but that's what we got to do. We got to do it, man. But
Like,
we're not doing that yet because
yeah,
they're
yeah,
not fucking with it. So
yeah. And I agree
leave
with
it alone.
I agree with Cathardin. It's terrible. It's a nasty monopoly. Prepare for even more copyright BS. Yeah, I would have liked if maybe a smaller company would have bought it and have YouTube give competition to YouTube so that both platforms would innovate more and compete more,
Right.
And it's gonna suck. It's definitely gonna suck because, you know, they're on YouTube. They already have the auto scraping bots that if they find copyrighted material, automatically flag your account or take down the video. All this give you nasty grams, and it's stupid because the way I look at it is even if whether you monetize it or not, and they're giving you crap regardless of whether you monetize the video or not. The thing is, you're promoting a song. If you give proper attribution, right? If they have these bots in there that say, "Oh, we've identified this music," hey, I don't care. Automatically put a little annotation. This music is provided courtesy of blah, copyright blah blah blah. Buy here. I don't care if you put a little mini ad in the video. So that's free advertising for them. How much would they have paid to have a PR company create a viral campaign? And a lot of these videos go
Millions,
viral.
billions,
Yeah, so it's
billions.
stupid.
When all they got to do is just like you said, tag a, right before your video starts or at the end, or actually they would do it right before because they'll make sure people will watch it. They do a 15, 30-second commercial in the beginning of it, and then do your thing. They're still making money. Who gives a damn? But it's all about the people that own the rights.
Yeah.
It's not about YouTube. It's about what their customers want.
And Stan loves freaking high production value. Everything needs to be polished and super sexy. I actually like he just said Twitch will languish in this retro mode. I love the retro mode. It's nice that it makes it more of a niche community. YouTube is so polished and popular that everyone's on there. It's overly saturated. What makes Twitch special is the fact that it's more intimate. It's got that old school kind of feeling, and you feel like it's got that warmth. So if they could scale that without losing the spirit of Twitch, that'd be great. Increase the capacity of the servers. Throw more servers behind it in the back end. But Add a little functionality, but keep that core in there. It's good as is. These need to fix some of the things, add a few features. Just a few things that it really needs. Um, but I mean,
Well,
yeah,
and
Google's a great company. It's just that they have done a lot of things where they buy companies and they let them die or they mess them up. You know.
well, and anime Ninja 223 says in chat, Google's an amazing company. Don't be haters. We're not trying to be haters. I love Google. I love it far better than Firefox, Internet Explorer. I love Google to death. The thing is they just need to leave it when something's working like Twitch is. Leave it alone, because that's when you fuck shit up. Sorry for my language. I know we're trying to say PG, but that's when you screw stuff up. Is when you just mess with it or do anything. If they leave it alone, props to them. They just made billions of dollars.
Yep. I mean, I don't believe that if Twitch wasn't a great platform and it wasn't good as it is right now, people wouldn't be making a living off of it full time. And far more people are making substantial income on Twitch than they are on YouTube.
Far more. They're
Far
just streaming.
more. Yeah. And on top of that, Twitch has obscene statistics. Their metrics for keeping people on a channel are just blow YouTube out of the water. People on YouTube, they go in there, they watch a few things, and they leave. People on Twitch, they stay in that ecosystem for long periods of time, whether they're streamers or viewers, and that's huge. But
I'm sorry, I dropped a book on the ground.
Stan's really trying to rile me up today.
Like I was trying to do last week. I was pissing you off last week. I really do.
Stan just likes giving me a hard time because he knows he can't as a friend. But and I know the sentiment in the chat too for people. When you talk about big corporations, people are like, well, I think they know a little better than you do because they're big companies. And big companies are not infallible. They just a lot of times they get to where they're at through flukes. It doesn't mean they necessarily are brilliant or incapable of making mistakes. Sometimes it's just timing. Guys, be nice in the chat. But anyway, so
Ooh.
I like Google as a company, but I agree that having such a monopoly is scary. And I'm pretty sure other services are gonna come out because there's a ripe opportunity out there for this kind of thing.
Well, you know it's going to come out because either somebody's going to catch wind, and this is just an opinion, but somebody's going to catch wind that Google's going to change this and this and this about this and this and this, and then they're going to be like, okay, we're not dealing with that crap anymore. We're going to go off and do our own. We're going to make another Twitch. Because, dude, if we had the chance to do that and make another Twitch platform to where it was owned by somebody else and everything's just like Twitch and we wouldn't have Google Plus in the mix of it, you wouldn't give a damn if somebody came up in the next 5 years and said, hey, we'll buy that for $3 billion. What do you think? Sold. That's what they're in business for. That's what business is.
Yeah, that's most corporate exit strategies or growth plans is like grow this thing so it's big enough to sell and then sell and get the hell out. That's it. That's most corporations.
Well, that's business. I mean, that's just. I mean, not all good business is good business. You know what I mean? But I mean, if you're just in a business to make money, then definitely why not?
Yeah.
For the person that basically starts something up and won't sell because of that's what they love to do. That's a true businessman. Not a true businessman. That's a mom and pop shop. Basically, that's somebody that just loves to do what they love to do, no matter how much they make or lose or how much it's worth. There's a guy down the road that has an auto mechanic shop. It's huge. Somebody came through and offered him 1.2 million for it, and he said no. He could have retired and went somewhere else. He said no. I don't know why. That was his business. That's been in the family for 100 years.
Oh yeah.
So $1.2 million is not worth 100 years of family tradition? Hell, not for anybody. But that's if they're just in the business to make money, which most businessmen are. Yeah. Would I love to be able to create an app for this thing and say, "Hey guys, it's only $1," and 3 million people download it? Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What's the chances that going to happen when you don't really do it?
Yeah.
Anyway, let's move on.
And that's
I'm
why that's
ranting.
actually a good metaphor because Twitch has had that mom and pop feeling. You
Hmm.
know, it's like Cheers, you know, where you go there and everybody knows your name, you know, that kind of feeling. And that's a scalable model. They just don't have the resources to do it themselves, which is why they were looking for a partnership or to be acquired or whatever. But you know, and the funny thing is, I think a lot of businesses have that end goal of selling out because they lack the innovation, the real wisdom to know how to evolve something. So they can make it peak, and then they hit a wall, and they're like, well, before I hit that wall, or before I really get there, let me just sell out and let someone else deal with it. And then if it, you know, if it goes downhill from there, I'm already out, and I got my money out of it. You know.
Well, you got to. It just depends on what the business owner has gone through from the beginning. If he's just looking for an easy way out because he doesn't want to deal with it anymore, that's a great way. If he's being forced out, I mean, that's another different. There's just so many different variables that can happen when you have a business, especially if it's a business that people like and want. So then you have, you know, a metrics crap ton of people bidding against you.
Yeah.
And
Pretty much. But so that's the big news. But then we got some lesser news here. Just gonna go through real quick. But you know, the Steam client updates. Like people get this. They go through like every week, right? You know, you get the little thing where it says restart Steam if you keep it open
every
like
day,
I do.
every
Yeah,
day.
lately it's been a lot more frequent. Usually it's just like once a week. This week it's been like 3 or 4 times. It feels like. But yeah, they have they did a slew of changes. What I noticed was that they're gonna have a Steam music service for the beta testers for the users that have the Steam beta client could actually start using that, testing that out right now. Um,
Oh,
it
we
also,
can.
yeah, and it also seems like they're really favoring NVIDIA hardware, so they're doing a lot of optimization for that. Um, I'm still more of a Radeon kind of guy, but I know that's becoming a very small group. They fixed a lot of other things like with the different controls and whatnot. But I think another one of the neat things they did is that they made it so that you could actually do multiple selections and do multiple like selections for like installation and other things, which I found so annoying before that you couldn't do that. Now they fixed that, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I'm a big
Damn,
fan of Steam.
they're bouncing baby right out of fucking chat. You said something.
Oh, so
Oh,
the bot sometimes gets a little crazy, so don't take it personally,
yeah,
guys. I don't know
yeah.
why
Don't.
it's I don't know why it does that. If you get your link blocked, just ask for permission.
I've not been jealous of him. I talk about him so much just because I look up to him. Permit me. Permit him.
Yeah. See, I don't. For me as a streamer, I don't even have the dreams of aspirations of being this big name and having a gaming house. I know you do, Obi, but for me, if I could just supplement my income and then focus on my other projects, I'd be happy with that. I don't need to be a Swifty or a PewDiePie or any of that.
Hmm.
It's cool. I'm not gonna say no, 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 don't give me money, but you
Right.
know,
Well, that's just a dream of mine that I know can come true in the future. So something that I want to do. So you want to?
uh,
Yeah, I look just like him, right? Yeah. He's
yeah,
got a full. He's Swifty's got a full beard and everything. And the thing is Swifty has hair on top of his head. I don't. Swifty has no hair on his face. I do. Just like him, right? Anyway. I'm just messing with you, Bouncing.
Cathartic is. I love Cathartic. He says the most random stuff. You never know what he's gonna say. Because I pray every day to my Swifty altar in front of the bed. I do like how he has different streamers and professional gamers come to his gaming house, and he has them sign the logbook, and he has pictures of them and everything.
Oh,
and
yeah.
And in a way, it becomes their house too. You know,
It
it's
is.
neat.
It's the Hall of Fame.
Yeah, so that's cool.
Take his crown. Why would I say that? Yogi, I gotta kill you to take your crown.
You have to.
Does he need like a special dagger like Uncle Steelskin in Once Upon a Time, or do I have to take his power?
Yeah, it'll kind of be like.
Are you the dark one?
It'll be like Zelda. Like you can't do anything unless you get the Master Sword or the Blue Arrow or whatever.
Oh no, I don't want to be Obi. I don't want to be Swifty. I would like a gaming house like him. I would, stuff like that. No, Swifty is a one of a kind person. He is one of the major innovators of streaming and YouTube, and just he's been around since the beginning. So
Yeah.
lots of props to him, and I look up to him lots.
Well, yeah,
I get lots of ideas from what he does.
Swifty's a good guy, but if it was anyone else that came in on the ground level, they would have gotten there too. There's something to be said about timing.
Well, and he knows the right people. He got in with he collaborated, he collaborated with the right people at the right time, and he just, like I said, man, he started from the ground up. It was kind of like Bajira too. Props to Bajira too. He started out with nothing. He didn't even know Swifty at the beginning. He did it all himself just because he loved to play WoW and loved to PvP and loved to put out videos.
Yeah.
And look where he's at now. He's got over 250,000 subscribers on YouTube. He's got a sub button that streams 3,000 people every day. He does his Cellucor, his weightlifting videos. He does he's made it too. Fucking congratulations. I can't wait to see if I can even get that far. So, don't say all that shit now. Come on. Bajira, yeah. Oh, easy car.
Everybody's got their own preferences, everybody looks up to different stories, and visions appeal to different people in different ways.
Yeah,
different strokes, different folks.
Right. Anime Ninja, I will write that down and get the ingredients to do that.
Anime
Ninja said it's going to require a steel blade with magic rubies charged by the full moon. So I have to take you out in that fashion. So I have to do it on a full moon, or the night after the full moon. So I have to have the rubies charged by it.
Yeah, I saw that. And someone had asked what our favorite anime is. For me, one of my favorites of all time is pretty cliche. Obies. Anyway.
You asked.
I'm a big fan of Naruto, which I know is kind of cliche, but I love all the characters in there, and there's, ninjas, awesome. But more recent thing that I really enjoyed, and I really hope they come out with season 2 soon, is Attack on Titan. So yeah. But
next month.
So yeah, wrapping up the whole discussion about streamers and the dream. Swifty's a guy, cool. I don't even to me, like, his story is cool, but that's not what I want to be. That's not how I see myself 5 years from now or 10 years from now, whatever. Mm. One, because I can't stick to one game and play that and stream that all the time. And two, because gaming streaming is only like part of what I want to do. Like, I've been a ghostwriter for a long time, so I want to get focused on writing as well and getting published works out there, and get back into game development. Because I actually know how to code, and I've made games before, I've designed games before, I've programmed games before. That's the stuff that excites me. To me, the streaming is part of that strategy to be in that ecosystem and in that creative spirit. You guys,
what the fuck? Are you seeing chat right now?
Yeah, they're like, is there really an Obi gaming house?
No,
not officially.
Not yet.
There
anyway,
there are
This
poker Fridays.
Stan is fucking with me now. That's not even cool. Obi's Gaming House is gonna put Swifties to shame. No, don't say it. And then who's Cupcake Queen? I have no idea who that is.
She was here
I'm
last
gonna
week.
move into I'm gonna move into Obi's Gaming House next month. Just trying to work out down payment. You are? Can you tell me where it's at so I can move into?
Oh yeah, that's nothing. I'll give you one up. Like several years ago, and I've got it all fixed, But I had my identity stolen, and then I checked my credit report. And apparently, I owned a house. I was like, "Oh, great! Where's it at?" I was like,
Better go
"That's
get
nice."
your house, man.
I know, right? Shit, if only that easy. I was like, okay.
No, I can tell you when we start everything and the gaming house comes up, it's gonna be, it's not how much to get into it. It's gonna be like the fans, and if people donate to the house, of course, then they're gonna get the first rights. But we're gonna bring people from all over the place, Europe, all over the United States, Canada, Southern, South America, everywhere. But anyway, let's get off that, please. Let's keep going with the actual show.
I like Cupcake could be like a good narrator. She goes, "The Obi Gaming House is hidden in another plane of existence. You have to enter a rift that randomly changes locations to find it. Coming across the rift is very rare. Do not pass up the chance."
I knew I lived in Once Upon a Time land. Fucking traveling portals and shit. I have the magic beans from the Giants. You know that, right?
Well, and I have a feeling the key to everything is gonna be Andy, aka Spathizilla. He's gonna have the little rod hidden somewhere, and the rod will shake and let you find the rift. It'll be like one of those things, Like
Oh no, Spath, you're top on the list.
Oh yeah, we need to have a British person. It gives you credibility. Like when you hear us talking in our crazy American tone, it's like, they're a bunch of assholes. They're just broadcast. But then you have someone go, "Chip chip cheerio, hello governor, oi," all of a sudden it's like those guys are the real deal because they have accents.
Get him, Spath, get him.
A little idea was. It's a little rod now.
He's about to smack you with this big rod. You better shut up.
And Catharden also likes Happy Days theme song.
Happy endings? What?
Happy Days. Yes. So yeah, some corrections and updates real quick. So we talked last week about the 18,000 jobs or so that are being destroyed at Microsoft. And that this includes their entertainment studio. I forget what it's called, but that's been closed. And these are the guys that were gonna do the Xbox original content, their streaming service / channel on the Xbox One and Xbox Live. I think it's gonna be at 360 as well. Supposedly that's been all, upon. So they pooped upon that. I don't get it. It's just weird. Because if anybody has a crazy war chest, it's Microsoft. They're like on Google status as far as like god tier corporate, treasure chest. They're good. Sony's hurting, but that Microsoft is not in the same boat as Sony. They don't need to do this, but they're restructuring because I guess they acquired Nokia and they decided we need to do something really radical, I guess, but whatever. This is kind of interesting. Some people see this as they're having money issues, but they can make tons more mistakes and be. What are you reading in the chat over here?
I'm not saying it.
Okay.
Just keep going.
Catharden says that Microsoft has to wipe Google's butt. What are you saying? They're close. They're close up there.
And Google shits all the time.
I mean, I would say as far as like mega corporations, you have Microsoft, Google, Viacom, and trying to think of some other ones. They'll probably come to me later. Virgin's pretty big too. Virgin owns a lot of things on the low. I mean, Virgin's making a freaking space shuttle program for people to go vacationing in outer space. Like, what kind of crap is that? Private space shuttles. I mean,
Anime Ninjas, like all Microsoft employees are fueled by Mountain Dew. If the soda ever runs out, then Microsoft is dead.
So they're in bed together.
What?
I don't think the Microsoft differential is that the difference between Google and Microsoft is that wide. But Google's definitely at the top.
Yeah, Google's up 3. Yeah, Microsoft is quite a bit behind them, actually.
But even so, that they're not in a situation where they have to worry about making mistakes. I mean, people are like, "Oh, Windows 8 sucks." They're shutting down support to Windows XP and Windows 7 and Windows Vista to force everybody to go on Windows 8. The Windows Phone sucks, but they keep making them. Blah blah blah. They're they're not in a bad place.
Yeah, me as a consumer, I'm gonna, Windows Phone sucks. Oh yeah, what kind of phone do you have? A Windows Phone? Okay, yeah, my point exactly. To everybody that I've ever talked to, that maybe it's because they have it, but they're always oh, Windows Phone sucks. Okay, what are you talking on right now? My Windows Phone? Okay, that doesn't make any sense to me whatsoever.
See, I love Android, and I almost consider it a Windows Phone. The only issue for me was the apps. I wanted to make sure that the apps I really care about are on there. That was the big thing. But I would choose Windows Phone over an iPhone, an iPoop.
An ISO? No.
I'd pick it over an iPoop.
An iPhone operation. iPoop's pretty good description. I'm always going to stay Android. If I go to a Windows Phone, then I go to a Windows Phone. I have no problem with everybody that says, oh, Windows 8 is terrible, and oh my God, XP was the best, and Vista was the best, and no, fuck all y'all. Windows 8 is good. You just need to know how to freaking use it.
Well, on one side, people complain.
Yogi still runs XP 97.
No, I don't run XP. No, stop it. I'm not that far behind. I'm running Windows 3.11. That's Pro.
XP Pro.
Spaptyzilla says, and we are not endorsing this, but it's still funny, that you can stereotype someone based on their phone. Android equals geek. iPhone, sucker or hipster. Windows Phone, moron. I would switch it up a little bit, but...
Amen, old Spaptyzilla.
Like, iPhone users to me tend to be like posers or but I guess could be hipster too. But then again, if anything, Windows Phone would be more hipster thing to do because it's not cool to have a Windows Phone. So that's what hipsters would do, technically. But they all function about the same. So.
Man Crush and Geek Girls. Woo. If you want to be a guest right here on HorsePLAY, you guys can suggest your favorite Man Crush or Geek Girl. You can contact us via Twitter, All Games, or the official gang website at geekyantics.com. Holy shit. Just almost dipped up my water. But you guys can. We'd love to hang out with you. For now, let's just share our Geeks of the Week. I guess I'll just go first. My Geek of the Week, and I have 2 of them this week. There is one that, and I believe he's a new, not this one. She is a new streamer, and I was really on the hype train this week, helping her to reach her 1K followers. I think last night, yesterday, she got her 1K, which I do want to say grats to Janelle N05. You guys, it's in the chat there. You guys go check her out. She is a League of Legends streamer. She does EU West and NA. And just, even if you go in and say, hey, grats on your 1K followers. It's a big milestone for her. And she is doing, if you guys want to go check out, she is doing a stream Saturday. Okay, there is no time, but she's doing multiple giveaways, I believe. She's doing at least one giveaway on Saturday for the 1K follower hype. So you guys go check her out, give her some love, tell her that that Obi at Horseplay or at Geeky Antics sent you, and then she'll say hi, just like she has said to me. But the other one is which is I believe a new gang member, if I'm not mistaken. Is he all squared away? Yogi?
Dreadnought?
Yes.
We're still getting him all set up little by little, yeah.
But I'm just going to say it anyway because he's coming. A new gang member that we are actually going to have on the show sometime, hopefully. It's twitch.tv/dreadnought3447. That's going in chat right now. You guys go check him out. He's just starting. He wants to start streaming, and he plays lots of Dawngate, lots of different other Steam games that everybody else plays. So you guys go check him out as well. And he's going to be starting a YouTube page. And I think we're going to be doing some collaboration videos on Dawngate. I think I got one set up to upload after the show. So, but yes, that's I can't wait. You guys go give them guys some love. Yogi, I know you got at least one or two, don't you, this week?
I got two as well. My first one is Cupcake Noms. That's Noms. And she's really cool. She's a newer streamer as well. And what I like about her is that she's a night owl. She's hilarious. High energy. Like it was like 5 a.m. I couldn't sleep, and I'm like, she's still streaming. So I went in there and I'm like late night party. She's like, hell yeah. She's like, I fucking love you, Yogi. I'm like, yeah. And I just get so hyped, and like, now I really can't sleep. she knows how to get the crowd going. She's just really hyped. But so yeah, Cupcake Noms, check her out, and she, like most people that stream, it's like kind of obligatory to do League of Legends for whatever reason. But then she does other stuff too, which is cool. Like she was doing Minecraft, and she was playing some other stuff as well, some random stuff. Then there's I'm Too Asian, who's a really funny dude. If you like physical comedy, the dude makes some funny faces, and his reactions is just crazy. Like sometimes I think he practices those things because it's so good, but it doesn't feel like fake or like forced. It's just it'll crack you up. I enjoy his energy. He's a cool dude. So, and these just happen to be people that I met through Obizianka. So we're always meeting cool people on Obizianka's channel. She connects people, and she helps other people out. So that's why she's an awesome Twitch streamer as well. And Obizianka, by the way, means little monkey. Funny little lesson there for you, Obi. I know you were curious. I haven't done the Doctor Who quiz yet. I want to make that part of the podcast. I think that'll be a good way to open up the podcast series. I want to kind of go into it blind because I suck at trivia, so it'll be funny. We've already proved this last week on Gaming Dev Podcast.
Now,
I'm not good at trivia at all.
So you guys go check out those streamers. We do have all those streamers in chat. That's Dreadnought3447, Janelle number 5, Cupcake Noms, and I'm Too Asian. You guys go check them out. Give them some love, and just let them know that we had you stop by. Now, the next segment, which is Yogi's favorite, Geeks Engage. I couldn't do it right. Go ahead, dude.
Well, maybe if Jeff and Kate want to join us sometime, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, you can join us on Skype. Peter, Jeff, and the Kitty Kate, we love them. They always give us a lot of support. We love everybody in the Twitch chat, but their support is God tier. And there's like mixed feelings about Doctor Who. Some people love it or hate it. It always happens. But yeah, Geeks Engage. If you want to join the convo, you could. There's lots of ways you can connect. First, you can connect with our HorsePLAY Live Skype account, or just with me, YogiZilla. Don't spam us, please. We'll get you in there. Just send us a message. Let us know you're interested in joining. And then we'll try to get you in there as time allows. And if we don't take it personally. We'll always try to squeeze you in next time. But of course, the best way, if you can't make it on call in, or we just don't have the time to do call-ins, even if you just join us for like 5 minutes, sometimes it doesn't work out that way. Just leave us voicemail. 206-415-4987. And we do have some voicemails this week, but before we go into that, Twitter is another great way to reach us pretty much anytime. We're at Obi1X2, at Yogizilla, and at Geeky Antics, the network Twitter. And of course, you can join us at geekyantics.net. Comment, share, and join us on the forums. Forums is still a thing, so we're starting to get some conversations there, and yeah. Oh gosh, we're really getting some Doctor Who trolling here.
I know you already said you already answered a question, but welcome to the stream, the kitty cat. Fear the Jeff, how you doing, man? Welcome. And I did see there's another streamer. We're just gonna blow him out.
Oh, Fear the Jeff?
Yeah.
Yeah. He's been streaming too. Yep. Yeah, Andy, record the sound bit, man.
Hello, my lovelies.
So Fear the Jeff is on the Destiny beta. He's gonna be streaming that, so check him out. He maxed out his hunter already. He's gonna make a Titan class. So, all right. Destiny's cool.
What?
I'm just not excited about it. I don't know. I think I'm at that point now where it's like I have plenty of games to keep me happy, and we've played a lot of Dawngate, and it's still fun. So I'm good. I'm good where I'm at personally, but I'm gonna check it out. I'm gonna check it out tomorrow.
Yeah, Jeff. Fear the Jeff. You can throw your Twitch link in there. I just permitted you for that if you want to.
And I don't mean trolling, literally. I'm just saying people don't like Doctor Who. They have to make it known. Doctor Who's garbage. Like, okay.
Me troll king.
It's like, but we like Doctor Who, so you don't like it. That's fine. We got the point. Don't have to keep beating it in. I know that has its issues. And when we do the fan cast for Doctor Who, we're gonna talk about the opportunities. We're not blind to the glaring issues like the plot holes and inconsistencies and whatnot. But
whose holes?
Plot holes. That's
just
get your head out of the gutter. So, you want to do some voicemails?
Sure.
And give Fear the Jeff some permission.
I did already.
All right, let me cue up the thing. You guys might hear a little echo because I'm lagging a little bit, so bear with me. These are some very weird voicemails, by the way. So here we go.
Hey guys, this is your biggest fan. I'm Flutter Guy, really big brony, and I was wondering if you guys are a fan of MLP. If you don't know, it's My Little Pony. Anyways, Geek Pride, you guys rock. So fucking epic. Have a great night. I love you too.
Who was that, dude? I don't even know who it was, man.
I'm not 100% sure, but that was awesome. Whether it was authentic or not, it's hard. That's the problem with internet. I think internet makes us a little cynical. So when people say nice things, you're like, "Are you being sarcastic?" But we love you too, regardless. Well, so I'm gonna put two more, and then we'll comment on them.
Yeah, because you're having that program so loud.
What's that?
Just let's play.
Okay.
Hey guys, Yogi, Obi, just wanted to tell you, don't forget to remind the people that they gotta check out the story department at geekyantics.net. We got some serious poetry, flash fiction, short stories, and more going on from Bung Shao, John Magnet Bell, Russell Bennett, and heck yeah, me. We're also looking for good reads and mad geniuses who write it like a boss. Know what I mean? Good show, guys. Rock on. Peace. Good counsel. And get some wonderful.
And then on the nuts and give them a little spin, twist them around, and so we can do, Yogi, if you can finally show your nuts off, please give a little lick for me. Give him a lick for Daddy.
It really kind of sounded like somebody was asking you to take your balls off and lick them.
I don't know. Like I screened it earlier and I was like, I don't know what they're saying, but it just sounds so funny. It's like abstract. Every time I listen to it, I heard something different. I swear I heard put your balls on your forehead. I'm like, I'm not a contortionist. Then I heard something about I'm taking a crap, and I was like, okay. Was it Grandpa? Was it someone taking a dump? Who knows? But it was great.
It was a troll.
It was fun. Well, let's say troll because we've been people are not responding kindly to that, and we don't want to put people in boxes. So that wasn't necessarily a troll. It was a creative message.
That's better.
It was abstract and thought provoking. But are we fans of MLP? You know, I've been exposed to My Little Pony at different ages, and of course,
I have not, thank God.
Yeah, where the kids, the youngest ones, the grandchildren like the MLP. So yeah, it's all right. There's just some weird subculture surrounding MLP that's a little discerning. Like the people that are into furries, like whoa, okay. That's not what we're about here on Horseplay. We're a different kind of Horseplay. And yes, so yeah, check out the storytelling section.
Yeah, we don't play with horses; they play with us.
That's right. It was someone. No, it was someone horny. That is another possibility, Jeff. Actually, it does sound like it was someone that was horny.
Sound like something that's like jacking off, like he's like a grandpa trying to get it up.
Hey, Yogi! Oh my goodness! It feels so good!
Say, oh, Red Rocket! Oh, you whippersnapper! Oh, God, I just got you. I got it. We're not shaming anyone, guys. It's all love.
Oh no, we're just making.
If you like furries, that's cool. There's nothing wrong with that. We're just saying that's a thing. MOP is a little too Lolita. There's some people are into that. You know, whatever. I don't judge. As long as you don't.
Not sorry to burst your bubble.
As long as you don't hurt anybody, you know.
I would hurt them.
That's all I'm gonna say. I'm not even.
It is all your business, man. If you want to do that to horses, that's on you.
You know, back in college, I knew some girls that were into some interesting stuff. I'm like, really? If you need something like that, I don't know what you've been putting down there, but okay.
Back in my day, we used to use butter.
Oh, so yeah, actually, good segue, Theater Jeff, because he. So yeah, let's get it right on with it to the next section, Obi. I know it's your favorite moment of every night. You get to do your famous sound bit.
Oh, I do.
Yes.
I got people like messaging me in Skype again. You know,
Blue just scared the crap out of me. I don't know. Some people want to see Blue, so here's Blue. Say hi, Blue.
Quickie. Curse of Naxxramas. Impressions. Now, the question is the one question that we've been asking all week. What does everybody think about the expansion so far? Yogi, you drilled the hell out of me this week asking me about it. So now I want to just hear yours. I played it, and I have my own thing, but I want to hear you. What do you
Well,
think?
I was kind of disappointed because I was like, we've been teasing this, and I was like, Obi, Kristen X Ramus is gonna drop within a few hours. Then when it came, the moment it came, like it's out, it's like you're like, I know. I'm like, wow, your excitement is overwhelming. I'm like, okay, I'm done with you. I'm gonna stream this. Forget you. You're like, I know.
Yes, the
give
blue does have a cam coming.
she
Okay,
does.
Blue does have a camera coming that she is going to be on Horseplay.
I'm gonna give her
Horseplay
own
with a cat,
videos.
but and then she's going to be on Yogi's stream as well. So Blue's cam is coming.
Yes, I'm probably gonna. In the meantime, while we get it set up, I'll probably have to do some vines with Blue because she does some really funny things. She's silly. Some vines and some short videos. So maybe I have to do that. You guys are the best. But so yeah, my impression of Kristen X Ramus, I love it. It's everything that I expected from it. I did feel like it was short given how much the anticipation was built up. I wish there was a little more replay value in it, but I think the challenge level was just right. The rewards were great. I could have finished Heroic the same day. I only lost once. Hey, leave that alone, kitty. That's my windscreen. You know, I pretty much I went through most of the thing. I only have 2 more challenges left in Heroic, 2 more battles left in Heroic, and I only lost once.
Fail.
Yeah, but I decided not to do it because I wanted to stretch it out because I just don't want to finish it and then be like, it's done, there's no more. So
That epic loot that you're supposed to get, it's not very epic.
that loot was really good. But then again, you have to like Hunter. There's a lot of Hunter stuff. Those Hunter cards, I
like the spider though that I got first. When that bitch dies, it's like 2 1/1s.
yeah. That's
Yeah.
for an aggro Hunter.
That's a good beast deck too. Yeah, an aggro beast deck. Oh,
Because dude, like, oh man, the things you could do with that. Because I think it also will trigger your Starving Buzzard. So, dude. You have a starting buzzard out, and then that thing gets killed. The 2 other little spiders come out. Things happen. Okay, I'm getting you back on here. Here you go.
well, because if the thing happened and I did it with, if you have the buzzard out where you actually get a card every time you put a beast out, if that spider dies and the 2 spiderlings come out, that's 2 cards you get drawn.
Yeah.
It's it's nice.
Yeah. Now I will address that. Stan is right. There was no loot, no reward for beating the heroic bosses. But, you know, the reward was being able to beat it and say you did it. It's the bragging rights. I mean, I was really
When Wing 5 comes out, then they can say that shit. But that was, I'm really sorry to say it, for somebody that doesn't play Hearthstone, not that often, I sure beat it fast.
Yeah. I think the challenge level is still pretty good. Like, I think it will challenge most players and force you to think outside the box and tweak your decks and really hone your skills, maybe shake some rust off.
Got some
So
chat.
so Jeff had asked, how do you beat what's her name, the Grand
Ferlina?
Widow Ferlina? She's the second boss you fight. Stan suggested using an Ice Mage because the Ice Mage is pretty much aggro. I think any aggro works. I just went,
I used a shaman.
Shaman would be good. Shaman has a lot of aggro. I did aggro / control Hunter and it worked really well. But in the heroic, I went straight priest. 'Cause my priest right now I have it set up so it's aggro. But then if I don't win in the first 4 or 5 turns, which is actually possible with this deck, then I have some end game things that really make the opponent go crazy. So I hopefully burn their the removal, and then they're like, oh, I got nothing left, and then I put out my big boys.
We
big
do have a
girls.
question from Cupcake Queen 64. Where did the name Horseplay come up? Do we like playing with horses?
So Horseplay, we had a bunch of different ideas. We were thinking about stuff like fooling around, silly guys with hats, silly guys with beards, horsing around, blah blah blah. And then Obi kind of like said, horseplay, let's do that. And I'm like, yeah, let's go. And then at the time we had a third host, and we all kind of liked it, but it never had anything to do with animals. Though we like animals, just not
it's
that way.
it's slang version for fooling around or messing around or
Yeah.
fucking off. It's nothing to do with horses or animals at all. There's so many people that ask that question too, so you're not the first. You won't be the last. So
Yeah. And that's kind of our tone. We don't take ourselves too seriously. And that's the network too. Like our tagline is, serious geeks, silly fun. So we're serious about being geeks, but we like to have silly fun too. We can't be all, can't be all serious all the time. No coffee for kitty. Coffee's bad for kitty.
coffee will be on Daddy's head all night long. Kitty has coffee.
Caffeine and cats, no, bad. They could actually die. You like the mane? Feel the Jeff. I feel the love, bro. Because that beard is a very beautiful mane. I try. Obi's got a nice beard too. And see, that kind of was our theme, because at the time we were all really hairy. Oh my gosh, Soldier's beard is like crazy. His is like epic status.
He looks like if you guys go check him out, Soldier Z, he looks like a fucking hobo. I'm serious. He's got a freaking mop on his head, and then he's got a beard. It's all straggly. He took a picture. Dude looks straight up like a homeless hobo. I said that to him, and he hung up on me.
I was gonna say he looks rustic, but sure,
Rustic,
we'll go with
my
that.
ass. You look like a homeless hobo.
So yeah, I did not Google. So Stan Farina says, if you don't Google how to defeat Mexana, you deserve respect. And Mexana is the last spider boss that you fight that's supposedly unbeatable, according to the little narrator type dude. But yeah, pretty much.
He heard the fastest.
So you're talking about Fiorina. Her missiles are the big thing, because the more cards you have in your hand, the more missiles she shoots out. They're basically it's a OP arcane missiles. So right away when I saw that, I previewed her ability, and I said, all right. So my guess is that the idea here is that I shouldn't keep cards in my hand. So I should have a deck where I can get as much stuff as possible. So I automatically thought aggro. So it just made sense to go with my hunter. Because I have a lot of removal on there and a lot of small creatures I could just dump out on the board. Druid could probably also work too, because you have the innervate, and you get a lot of plays out on one turn. So, and Blue's trying to type right now. No Blue. But yeah. So that's kind of with
Yeah, you got to use a for the first one, you can take your time and use a whatever. The second lady, or the second chick, I can't even say her name, but anyway, the second spider, you got to use a burst deck or an aggro deck, as fast as you can get out. If you can kill the second person or the second spider within the first 6 turns, you're good. If it goes much after that, 8, 9, all the way up to 10, she's going to be putting out some huge fucking monsters, and you're going to have to use a lot of spells to kill them, because every time you kill one, 3 more spawn out. So it's just like you got to go fast and hard to her head. And the final spider, you have to hit her as hard as you can, as fast as you can in the beginning, but then ready to clear the board, because she puts out a whole bunch of shit at once too. So it's just, you got to have with the final one, like the first 2 are full aggro decks. Just go to the head, go straight to the face, beat the living, have a freaking axe. Yeah, an axe blade in their face or whatever. But the third one, you have to take your time and know when to burst. If you fuck up, she will kill you in a couple turns.
Yeah.
Regardless.
So yeah, with the Grand Widow, I realized that is you don't want to keep stuff out in your hand. You don't like running a handlock deck with Warlock, where you just try to keep as many cards in your hand as possible, so you get the Giants out and the Twilight Drakes and all that stuff.
Oh,
Not a good idea. So you want to go aggro, a fast deck, whatever you want to call a rush deck. Get cards out as fast as you can, and not keep that many cards in your hand. That's the ideal thing. But then sometimes you may want some card draw, so you don't completely burn out and just try to top deck all the time either. So, like a zoo deck, Warlock zoo deck would be good. a deck where everything that you draw is good and is useful. You know, that's the kind of thing you want to do. But so that was supposed to be a quickie, but apparently a lot of people were big on the Curse of Naxxramas. I was surprised, Obi. A lot of people were saying that they were disappointed. You know, that it wasn't what they expected, better production value.